Sir, you're charged with especially aggravated kidnapping. You're also charged with aggravated assault, and you're charged with theft of a firearm worth less than $2,500.
You're talking about stuff that is not
We will bring the jury.
Hello and welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict, and boy do I have a case for you today.
Why is the dog chewing on this guy?
I think they have got the wrong guy
They
there.
got the wrong guy, and the dog was biting him.
He roughing him up quite a bit. There's a lawsuit.
9 out of 10 judges prefer watching the Recovery Addict live stream in their courtroom.
The fireworks are not done.
Now we're getting commentary on the case. Dati mihi Anglican, please, verbis Latina.
That's literally not true.
I didn't ask you to interrupt me.
Is that correct?
Oh, for Trump's sake.
Good morning. Welcome to the Court of Public Opinion. I am the Recovery Addict. Why am I up here in that corner? I have no idea. I will move back to my regular spot. There we go. All right, good morning to you. Hope your Tuesday is treating you right. Happy Tuesday to you. Good morning, good morning. I'm not sure who was first in chat today. Let me do a quick check. Looks like, by my count, Tumwater Troy? Tumwater Troy, our newest mod? Me, says Tumwater Troy. It was me. There we go, put you on the screen. Troy, congratulations. Now, in addition to all your other duties and your training, which you're not done with, might I add, I checked the notes, you're not done with the training. You also have to take care of the internet. Everything IP related worldwide. There's, wait. Shelly Knuckles was first. Shelly Knuckles Kelly was first, says Lois. What? I'm actually... Shelly Knuckles Kelly, I see you, but I see on my official count, I do see Troy ahead of you. We might have to split the baby and make you do dual duty, both of you. Each are individually responsible for doing this. I bequeath, says Troy. Shelly Knuckles Kelly, congratulations. Everything's yours. The rules state you can gift the internet one time, and Troy gifted that, so now you can't. It's your job. You have to take care of everything up here later. Congratulations, Shelly Knuckles Kelly. You were. I love the knuckles there in the middle. Is that an addition just for this trial? Did you add the knuckles to it to make it a gangster name? That's wonderful. Let's see. I'm floating like a blissed out manatee in the pool here. It's so hot. Vexatious parrot. Oh my goodness. A blissed out manatee in a pool. I've got a visual. That sounds wonderful. But sorry about the heat. All right. Good morning. We are getting things kicked off this morning as we're about to dive into the Dwayne Davis trial again. And I was just going through the list. It's flying under the radar, right? The case, it has a slow, cautious vibe and feel to how things are going. Just because we haven't had that moment where it all got amped up and everyone started yelling yet. I think it's coming, but we haven't had it yet. And we started going through and looking at all the. Stop! My phone's been listening to me and typing everything. That was not what I meant. All right. Started going through all the things that happened from the. We'll have to tear this down. We'll do it right before the trial starts again. But there's a ton of things that just snuck in, came out, little blips, little bits of information that we saw for the first time, and can't wait to talk about that. There's other things going on in the world of true crime as well, and some of it out of Utah. I saw some news yesterday. I have 2 birthdays before I forget. I have 2 birthdays. Let's see. I never want the ownership of the internet. I can barely manage the internet to my own home. Well, that's the joy of having someone else on the internet. They have to take care of your house as well. Let's see. Happy birthday to Krista. There it is. Lois, thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. Let's celebrate Krista's birthday, all of us together, in unison, or in 4-part harmony, whichever you prefer. If it's legal and you're able, stand up, take a breath, shoulders back, project your voice to the back of the room, blend your voice with your neighbor, and warm up with me if you will. La 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 la. Okay. We can make that work. Sing happy birthday to Krista. Happy birthday to you. Krista, happy birthday. Happy birthday. There are many wonderful days, but today is your special day, and I realize there are a million places you could be and a billion people you could be with, but you chose to be right here with us. The privilege, pleasure, the honor, the joy, that's ours. Hopefully, we can return that joy right back to you, make your day just a little more special. Or begin by helping yourself to free pancakes at Denny's, IHOP, Village Inn, Waffle House, McDonald's, Tammy Dunlap's house, where she says they're hot and ready. What comes after that? Tammy Dunlap's house, Andy's Grill, Bob Evans, and Cracker Barrel. Whew. I think I got it. I lost my place. I don't have it written down anywhere in front of me, so I have to go from memory. But Tammy Dunlap's are definitely the best. Are you still up in Idaho right now, Tammy? Where do you have to go? Is it Germany? Is it Idaho? Tammy Dunlap's house, Andy's Grill, Bob Evans, Cracker Barrel. Yes, nailed it. I'm here for you, says Tammy. If Tammy's stateside, yes, okay. Everyone head to Idaho for flapjacks. Get them while they're hot. Sounds wonderful. Happy birthday. I'm not sure why. Why is that? There we go. Aziz, light. I need light. It's better. That's better. Now it's not in my face. I like this one. Although it's on my cheek. Life is rough. All right, there we go. Happy birthday. We're going to finish out the birthday song and do a drum solo, air drum solo. Everyone help me. Make it snappy. There you go. Happy birthday. All right. I understood that reference. I try to slide a few references in now and then. All right. Let's see. Welcome. Where are we? Utah making the news again with a shooting yesterday, and sadly, this is a rinse, wash, and repeat shooting. This is something that keeps happening in Utah, and let me give you the facts. It starts at a church. Okay? No kidding. It starts at a church during a funeral, and for whatever the reason, the decedent at the church, like the original dead guy, seems to always be Tongan. Salt Lake City has a sizable Tongan population, and they have a gang preference. They have a Tongan Crip gang in Salt Lake City. We talked about the TCG, and we talked about it yesterday, and yesterday again in Salt Lake at a funeral for someone affiliated. We had another shooting at a funeral at a church. I kid you not. It keeps happening. The original decedent, in this case, had died at the, I guess you could say at the barrel of a shopkeeper after he went in, demanded something from the shopkeeper, didn't get it or wasn't satisfied, went out, came back in with a shotgun and was threatening people. The shopkeeper drew his own weapon and shot and killed him. So at that funeral, gunfire erupted yesterday. You can't make these things up. Reset the counter. I'll reset the counter to, let's see, what should we reset it to? How about 51? Does that sound good? There we go. So that happened. How do we fix that? Either we need to start having funerals at places other than churches, or I don't know. I'll add to start stream to-do list. Okay, wonderful. My goal is to spend all the summer up here. Enjoy the summer. Yes, he wanted spicy maple bourbon. Pickles, who's that? Me? Yes, always. It's wild. Gunfire at a funeral. Yep, it happens. It has nothing to do with the church itself. The predominant church in Salt Lake City is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which I'm a member of, and we also have like the Cathedral of the Madeleine and some beautiful Catholic churches and a whole bunch of other Baptist, Protestant, you name it, churches. Wonderful, wonderful people. But the funerals tend to be at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and that's where the shootings happen. So interesting, but it happened again in Salt Lake. Just wanted to let you know. Funeral directing is such a big undertaking. You only get one shot at it. I mean, sorry, that was too soon. As Tonga is part of the Commonwealth of Nations, you don't mess with that nation. Yeah. Yeah, it happens quite a lot, unfortunately. I guess funerals bring out strong feelings in people. And I better a funeral than a wedding, maybe? I don't know. All right, where are we at? It is 10:37. We've got about an hour to play around, watch some court. Judge Simpson's live. Judge Dad is live. We've got some things happening. I don't know what Judge Simpson's doing. Hang on. What was this? Did he just put his head down on his desk, or he just leaned back?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to rewind.
And the person that you threatened with the knife.
We need to rewind.
No bother.
Yeah. And he still.
Yeah. Let's.
In an exchange count. Oops, sorry. One would be dismissed. My client did just sign that plea form, and
we're gonna back up to the beginning of this one.
Thing other than what's been stated here today.
Let's see what it is. Hang on. Here we go.
See this offense?
Your Honor.
July 1st, 2000.
Where's the
in an exchange count. Oops, sorry.
One.
Him.
There we go. Judge, call the case. What do we have?
Bring Harris, please.
They got him.
What just went down? Okay, I'm done playing with the fast forward and rewind. We're starting from right here. Hoping to speed up inheritance by firing to a funeral. Eliminate a couple of the links in the chain before it gets to you, I guess. Fran Fitzgerald, congratulations on 26 months. Makes you an OG. Finally, a long, hopefully spicy trial. Thank you, Scott and Mods, for making this the best place to hang and watch court. Thank you very much. Wouldn't be the same without you, Fran. Appreciate your generosity, gifting memberships and everything.
Bring Harris, please.
They got him. Court does call the case of People versus Hunter Hallis.
Hunter Hallis.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Mr. Hallis, who is approaching. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Hunter Hallis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, this is the.
Sorry, what are we doing?
Your Honor, there is a resolution. Oh, I apologize. Your Honor, there is a resolution in this matter, and my client is signing the plea form now.
Oh.
Yeah. The offer in this case is for my client to plead guilty to added count 2 of misdemeanor aggravated assault with prosecutor's consent to HIDA. In an exchange count, 1 would be dismissed. My client did just sign that plea form, and we did previously go over the advice of rights, and I signed on his behalf with his permission.
That is correct, Your Honor. Aggravated assault, of course, being contrary to Penal Code 750-81A, a 1-year misdemeanor and/or is a $1,000 fine. I think it's $2,000.
Little ag assault. Get the day started.
May I have him sworn?
Right hand.
Right
Solemnly
hand.
swear that the testimony you give me the truth, the whole, and nothing but help you God.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
do.
Allen.
State your name, please.
I, Hunter Hallis, swear that
No,
everything that I say, just my name, Hunter Hallis.
Good try. You want to do the
Sir,
oath
it is
again?
this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of aggravated assault.
Yes, Your Honor.
Misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration or $1,000 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
You understand also, sir, that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Barr in the 1482 District Court.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, do you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
That charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Please look at paragraph 5 on that form. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
July 1st, 2026, at the location of 346 Village Green, number 205, Ann Arbor Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. What did you do regarding a Paul Hallis that makes you think that you're guilty?
Your Honor, may I voir dire?
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Hallis, on the day that the judge stated, were you and Mr. Hallis Sr., did you start to get into a verbal argument?
We did.
And did that argument escalate further
over?
to the point that you got a hunting knife?
Yes.
And during this verbal argument, did you threaten verbally while holding the hunting knife, Mr. Hallis Sr.?
Yes.
And was that within a physical realm where Mr. Hallis Sr. could have been in fear of an imminent assault?
I believe so. Yes.
Your Honor, I would ask the court to accept the higher charge.
Higher charge.
He got angry.
The people agree that factual basis is sufficient for the higher charge.
Oh, higher charge. Sir, I do have to advise you to commit misconduct between the time I accept your plea and the time of sentencing. That's misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules. You would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Your Honor.
All right. And the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court?
People are satisfied.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept his court's plea his guilty plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A2 probation.
Excuse me.
Sentencing will be
At 10 a.m.
September 1st, 2026, 10 a.m.
Yes.
10 a.m. before Judge Barr.
Thank you, Your Honor. And may I address bond when appropriate?
May.
Thank you, Your Honor. I know the court is in receipt of the motion for bond modification to convert Mr. Hallis's bond back to a PR bond. Mr. Vinyu from our office file that. Your Honor, I did speak further to Ms. Feltes. It is my understanding, and of course, she absolutely can correct me if I'm wrong. I do not believe the people are objecting to Mr. Hallis's release today. Of course, understanding that he will be placed back on community corrections testing. We also, the defense has no objection if my client's testing would even be increased. As your Honor is aware, my client did miss some tests at community corrections, and he did test positive for THC. My client did have a test that came back positive for cocaine. However, as your Honor is in receipt, my client did send that test out to the lab for confirmation, and it came back that that was a pulse positive. So we do have confirmation that my client did not test positive for cocaine while on bond. However, as to the other bond violations of my client testing positive for THC and missing some tests while on bond, my client does admit those bond violations. And furthermore, Your Honor, Mr. Hallis and I did have a serious conversation about some of the language he used with community corrections when he was frustrated at the situation. This is not at all an excuse. He knows what he did was wrong and he shouldn't conduct himself that way. And he is extremely apologetic for that behavior. And I do not foresee that that will reoccur. I would ask the court for the bond violations my client does admit to, for sentencing him to the time he has served in custody. He has been in custody for 12 days, Your Honor. And we are asking if the court would consider his release today.
Wow, he nearly attacked his dad with a hunting knife after an argument.
So you understand that the folks at community correction are never to be addressed that way?
I understand. It was just a severe lapse of judgment, and I'm really sorry. I'm not going to miss any more tests. I'm not going to it's not me. That's all.
Don't ever let me hear in any way that you disrespected them. You hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is me talking about
I
the
will sentence the defendant on the bond violation to 12 days, credit for 12 days served. And then I will reinstate the defendant's bond. I've signed your order to a PR, but the previous conditions are in place, so you need to get yourself back over there on testing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, would the court consider 2 times a week testing?
Was it one time?
That was my understanding, Your Honor. Previously, 1 time a week, and we have no objection to that.
And there's one other bond issue people would like to address for the court's considered.
Go ahead.
The victim is the defendant's father, and he is present. He let our office know he would be fine if the no contact order and the no go to was removed. Of course, I'm not in favor of that at this time. Would ask the court to consider it perhaps after the PSI is complete. But in the interest of candor to the court, I did tell the defense both the same. That is something that he would be fine with. And I think it's the defendant's wish as well.
That is, everything Ms. Feltes stated is correct, Your Honor, and she did let me know ahead of time. My client would like to have contact with his father, but we understand the concerns would leave it to the court's discretion.
Young man, how do you end up in this situation?
Just drugs, bad judgment.
Yeah. And the person that you threatened with the knife.
My father.
Yeah. And he still wants to have contact with you.
That's kind of why.
I'm trying to see Dad in the courtroom.
I don't know if you deserve it. To be honest with you.
I don't think I do either, Your Honor. Sorry. My face.
They will increase the defendant's testing 2 times per testing at community corrections. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I understand the people's concern, and normally it's what I would do. I'm going to give you a shot. I don't know why. I probably shouldn't. I'm going to delete the no go to and no contact or add a provision of no non-consensual contact.
Wow.
You understand what that means?
Yes, Your Honor.
That I'm going to let you have contact with your dad, but if your dad says he doesn't want to have contact, you better find someplace else to be.
I understand
Hear me?
Hope
All
this,
right.
hope
Anything
this ends
further?
well.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
How would Detective Becker from the Tupac trial describe that kid's face? he has a phrase for faces.
Who did that?
May not look like the jury.
Lots of no contest plea.
He said pretty pleased with the cherry.
But he did not get that
Provided
to me beforehand.
He said pretty pleased
Babe.
with the cherry on top.
Yes.
He did?
Yes.
Grovel?
Uh-huh.
He did?
Mhm.
Begged and grovel?
Mhm.
Not doing it.
Did he genuflect and grovel?
Then I said, don't worry
Yes.
about it yet. Let
No,
me
I did
go
not.
back.
Okay.
We got anything else?
Everything else is holding minus one, which I don't have an update on for Miss Senda.
Which one is that? This one.
Oh, Ray Wilson. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's right. Other than
No,
that,
she's
we have
just
3
kicked back in the corner. Okay. Okay, let me go review this so I can then take this plea that has been sprung on me. And then we have a complete one.
Yes.
Oh, we do. Okay. And then let's try to sort out how many
So that's 3 holding.
there are 3 holding. All right, let's figure out who's going to go first. And if they fight about it, then I'll choose.
Okay.
If they fight about it, then I'll choose.
All right.
All right, we're going to fast forward just a little bit. He does come back just a couple seconds ago, minute ago, maybe. There's so many cool things that came out during yesterday's trial. Just mulling them over in my head. All right. I like this courtroom. Got a few people just chilling there in court, waiting for their time. That lawyer by the swinging door there that has the cane, what is he wearing on his ear? Is that a Bluetooth headset? With like a bone conduction microphone? He's doing this whole stand-up routine right there. All eyes on me. Sorry, just had to work that in. Kathy's late. Everyone please turn and point your finger at her and say, shame, shame, shame. No, I'm just kidding. Kathy, good to have you here. Welcome. Good to... I'm just kidding, Kathy. You know we're just kidding here. It's I do have I've got a shame sound effect too. Somewhere.
Shame on you, sir.
There it is. Appreciate that, Ricky, for catching that for me. Kathy, I'm curious what you picked out of the Dwayne Davis trial yesterday. What was the standout for you? Was it the defense PowerPoint with BS written on it? That was pretty interesting. Was it the fact that Tupac the whole time he's in the ambulance getting carted to the hospital was talking to the bike police officer who rode with him to the hospital. The bike officer was saying, "Tell us who did this. What happened?" And he says, "Don't worry about it. I got this. We'll take care of it." And wouldn't tell who shot him. They were going to handle that internally, just like HR. And wow, I have thought. Video coming soon, Kathy. We expect nothing less from you. Kathy's one of the great content creators on YouTube, on the Tubes of You. Probably the best at sharing what's on her mind without a filter, if I can say so. If I can speak freely, Kathy, about your content. No filter. If she thinks it, you're going to hear it. I believe Tupac's words were translated. Oh, you think he might have added an expletive? You don't think he was just like smiling and shaking the officer's hand and saying, it's all good? No, really, sir. I insist. Don't bother yourself, sir. This seems like just too petty an issue for a busy officer like yourself to get involved with. You think he might have add some other words in there? Very filtered. Very filtered. Kathy, you're great. All right. Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo is the channel. As you can see on the thumbnail picture right there. So, Kathy, good to have you here. We're excited for court to be kicking off. We're actually going to portal over to it from this one. So we're going to do a little bit of court watch here, and then when the Dwayne Davis trial starts, we get a live feed from court that's not just, this. Then, actually, that's the wrong one. Why is that showing that way? Why, oh, why? Okay, why am I getting this over here and this over here? That's no good. Okay, I'm pretty sure Judge Simpson came back, but then he didn't. So I guess he didn't. I Just fast forward. We might have to go to Judge Dad. Let's see what
Yeah,
Judge Dad is
Nicholas
doing.
Valdez, please identify yourself. Nicholas Valdez. Judge, we're waiving the formal arraignment to be standing at us.
That says the count.
2, Joe.
Well,
I'm sorry. It was as
the misdemeanors count 1.
Judge, I apologize.
So he stands mute, waives formal reading. That charge will then be dismissed. He's going to plead as charged to count 2, operating an unregistered watercraft, right?
That's correct.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, sir.
To that charge, operating an unregistered watercraft, responsible. I'll accept that plea. Lisa, do we have a, you're gonna have to take your hat off, sir. Do we have a payable on that one?
Yes, let me double check real quick.
I'm accepting the plea as to count 2, dismissing count 1 altogether on motion to the prosecutor. In fines and costs.
135.
How much?
135.
Yeah, I'll make it 135. You can go down the hall and take care of that. You're all set. Good luck. Thank you. People against. Roberts, John Henry Roberts, 26M692167A and B.
That was one, sir. Good morning again, Judge and staff. John Graziani, attorney on behalf of John Henry Roberts, who was here to my left. Please identify yourself, sir. John Henry Roberts.
So I don't have a stip form here.
Judge, what's happened is apparently he's not been arraigned. There's a little bit of a misunderstanding that exists. He has his medical card, but apparently
medical marijuana.
Well, first of all, does he stand mute and waive formal reading?
Yes, he does, sir.
Did you pre-try this with the prosecutor?
I did not pre-try it yet.
Okay. Well, I were not guilty plea for him. I'll give him a $100 personal bond. You can go talk to the prosecutor. And sir, you don't have to post any money right now. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. Do you understand all that, sir? So I'll give you the file.
Okay, thank you.
You can take it into the prosecutor, see what you can do. Mr. Wolak, I have no clue which case you have, but I don't have any other files here.
Good morning, Judge. I have, Ronald Check. He's present on Zoom. I'm just waiting for a prosecutor.
Okay,
we
so
need a
we'll
case file.
put him in a breakout room with the prosecutor. But
Recall.
Is that?
Mr. Check is in custody. I think that was the jail.
Okay, well, I'm getting off here until you tell me I got something, Lisa. So I guess he's got to go into the breakout room with the prosecutor. Mr.
Yep,
Wolak.
I'm moving him right now.
Thank you.
Judge says I'm out of here. I'm not going to sit around if there's no work. I can watch golf in my office while we wait. He's gone. He's gone. Judge Simpson still isn't back. Oh, let's see. Kathy, do you want to give us a tease about some of the things you're most interested in and what happened in the Tupac trial, Dwayne Davis, Keefe D? I'm curious what stood out to you. Big things for me. Tupac was alive and talking, but not to the police. He was going to handle it internally. That this was most definitely a retaliation for the beatdown that happened. Leaving the fight. Was that leaving the fight that happened? Or was that at the casino? I forget. The beatdown we saw that happened on camera at the casino. The car without a license plate? That was interesting. The entourage description. Oh, the entourage description. We've got apparently a white Cadillac in the entourage for Keefe D and his gang. We also have a Hummer because MC Hammer was there, allegedly. MC Hammer in the mix, probably not a witness. Puffy, as they call him, we know him as Sean Combs or P. Diddy, Baby Old Daddy. I forget what all his other names are, but yeah, he was there, allegedly. Lots and lots of people. I love Mr. D's attorney. I'm not a hip-hop fan. Show tunes would never behave like this. It's not a Broadway hit that you're following. But yeah, it's pretty good. Let's see. what was that voice over the loudspeaker? That was paging over the jail system to recall people or making people go back to their cells, I think. Hammer in the Hummer. Of course, Hammer had the Hummer back then. And this was the early Hummers, too. That was back. This is going to be like an H1, right? In 96. You're just like one step away from military surplus at that point. They had barely gone into production, I think, on the commercial side with the Hummer. Arnold got the first one, and then Hammer got the second or something like that. But lots of show off there. The Dwayne Davis there in the freshly released Michael Jordan's, the MJs. Everyone was wearing the MJs because they had just come out a couple days ago, and he's all dressed in blue at was that Biggie's party, I think. It was a Biggie's party. Yeah, Biggie's party. He was all dressed in blue. And then he also had the car from the backyard, which was hidden in the backyard, so the repossessors didn't take it because apparently being a kingpin in the drug world does not necessarily mean you pay your bills for cars. And this particular pimped out lowrider Cutlass was being wanted by the repossessors, but he took it out that night. On the other hand, go back to Tupac and Suge, the car they were in had no license plate. The Beamer was plateless because we were filming on the Strip or some other weird. So much is going on. So much is happening that like these worlds as they collide. It sounds like everyone was in a stolen car. Is what it sounds like. Everyone was in stolen cars with stolen guns or borrowed guns, and you're right. In '96, Hummer was the real thing. Okay, so it was a military surplus or an H1 at the very beginning. I'm disappointed there are no jazz hands in the trial. Just you wait, Henry Higgins. There's gonna be jazz hands, I'm sure. Everyone in this trial has aged like milk. They have gotten a bit older. Looking at the old photographs, the throwbacks, like, was this a picture of the night? They're holding up the Polaroid, back when Polaroid was the thing. And, they've changed a bit. They've aged. 30 years has not done all of them good. All the rapper in my neighborhood have kids who get free lunch. I guess maybe the chain's fake? Is this our takeaway from this? The gold chain is just plated? I always thought it was solid. They were wearing, solid gold. And then all the knuckles with all the rings and the grill. I thought it was all real. I guess I bought into the facade. Hey, the counter decided to kick in. Let's see it do its thing. Yay, that's nice. Let's see if it works this afternoon, too. And, let's see. Arnold driving his Hummer through the streets of L.A. was a big deal. Soon after I saw one in the nearby Fancy Pants area, I could not believe it. Like, they must be rich. Then they got common. Yeah, they basically followed the Jeep on the front end. It was cool when you had to have the machine gun mount removed for legal purposes in traffic. Although it was great for, when traffic jams. But yeah, they got less cool. There's a yellow Hummer that I think is owned by a resident. It's funny because it's probably the smallest house in my town, and by house I mean it. If it weren't built out of cinder block, it would have, a tough shed is larger. But they drive a Hummer, and the Hummer is about the same size as the house. It's pretty funny. But there's one in my neighborhood. I wonder if seeing Hummers back in the day was then like seeing the Cybertrucks today. Probably very similar, although now the Cybertrucks are very, very popular, and you can see them pretty much in every state and every city. If I could roll back to how I looked 30 years ago, let me tell you, it would be on, says Wogger. What does this mean? Is this SWAS or... Tell me what that means before I highlight it too many more times. All Hummers aren't created equal. H1 or H2. H2 was the second version. Much more. I think all of them have the remotely inflatable tires, right? Still waiting for Judge Simpson to come back. Just watching court for a minute this morning. You mean the rolling dumpster or the dumpster fire, as the case may be? All right. So, are you saying the people with the Hummer have priorities? They do. They do. It's a nice car. It's a really nice car. It's probably the only house in town where if you park your car behind the house, you could still see it from the front of the house. It's pretty fun. I look the same as I did 30 years ago, don't we all? Yeah, in my mind, as long as I don't look in the mirror. No hot flushes 30 years ago. Yeah, times they are changing. Good morning, Kurt. How are you doing? Welcome. I saw your live the other day talking about the LC trial. And I think the state's arrested over there. Defense is doing their thing, right? The one's coming to an end. We might have an influx of people join us, wanting us, all of us who are the diehards, the Tupac trial, to fill them in on what they missed on day 1, day 2, or day 3, however this goes for the defense. So make sure you're taking notes that when people join and they say, sorry, I missed the first couple days because of Lindsay Clancy, what happened here? Catch me up. Let's get your 1 minute elevator speech ready for that. Katie B says, I used to love Hummers and wanted one so badly. My late best friend's neighbor had one, and I spent a lot of time over there drooling over the Yellow Beauty. Is that what you named it? The Yellow Beauty? Oh my goodness. Kurt, we're not going to dive into that, but I've seen there's a whole bunch. For a trial we're not following, I'm fairly up to date on that trial. Following, I follow the people who are following this trial, and it does seem to have a contingency, a cohort of, as you said, of individuals who have reached a conclusion that seems to be completely free and independent of any evidence or testimony. And that is wild to me that so many people can come to the same conclusion, unsupported by fact, and treat it as so. Fair enough. Let's talk about something else. All right. Good fun. Good fun. We see a lot of that in high profile trials, though. All right. Went to dinner last night, was explaining to my friends everything that came out yesterday. They were overwhelmed with it all. I'm sure I missed much of the intricacies. There's so much. There's a ton. And honestly, there's a learning curve on the Dwayne Davis trial that unless you knew who was a member of Bad Boys and who was on Death Row Records and, where Puffy was and how he was connected and who Biggie was and where all the alliances were and which crew they were hanging with and what the colors represented. There's a lot to learn that you're going to pick up over time as we get started on this, because there's a whole subculture that operates differently than the one that most of us are regularly associated with, that was at play here. And it was driving everything that was happening. The reasons why, the back and forth. So yeah, we do need an organizational chart. We need colors. We need gang signs. We need affiliations. We need to know who was, South Side, West Side, who was doing what, and who was, more importantly, making music for who, and how that influenced things. So and where the lines were crossed, because although we know that you've got your Bloods and your Crips, there were individuals that had connections beyond, and it's getting a little confusing that way. Do you have any pro tips for your overall calm demeanor? Is it meditation or what? Can I get in on this? Let's see. Ritalin? No. I don't suggest medicating to reach this Zen state, which I've achieved. Mostly, I'm attributing this to my wife's good cooking and plenty of sleep. I'm just, that's what it does. All right. Yeah, it's crazy, Walker. I'm with you there. I don't know. Your wife sounds nice. Is she single? Unfortunately for you, Kurt, no, she's not. I believe she's quite taken, hopefully with me. No, life is good. I honestly, here's some things that make my life, that are key to me being emotionally stable in life. I'm an extremely frugal person, with the exception of technology, but technology all has to be paid for with cash. Extremely frugal. We don't buy. Let's put it this way: my family has never been to Disneyland, to Disney World. We go on vacations about once every 5 years, but it's going to get more frequent now that kids are getting married. We're going to count going to a wedding as vacation. So extreme frugality has enabled me to do something that gives me just a world of calmness, and that is being debt free. We pay cash for our cars. We buy old used cars that are. Most of our cars have 6 digits on the odometer before we buy them. I think almost all of them have. Last 7 years. Because owing somebody it just eats me up. It just eats me up inside. I don't like how I feel when I owe somebody money. So that's been key. So being debt free was big. We moved out to North Carolina. Part of our move out here was to become debt free, because our house that we had bought for $92,000 was 86,000 or 92 after fees or something, which we had lived in for a lot of years and slowly fixed up, had suddenly appreciated to double what we had paid for it, and we sold that house to pay cash for this house here, so we got to be completely debt free at that point. That's one key. I have a moral guidance and compass, which gives me direction in decisions in life. That I don't preach religion here, but I do believe that having a set of morals and a compass that whether it's religious based or personally based is beneficial and serves you well. So between that, as far as an honest answer, that's that's what I do. That's the secret. Moral guidance, what's that? Yeah. It's basically having a basic set of decisions that when confronted with any new situation, I can reflect on and weigh my direction based on. So if I already know generally what I'm going to do in a situation, for instance, I believe in upholding the law generally. So when confronted with the opportunity to steal or to kill or to rob or to do those things, my instinct, my go-to is not going to be like, well, will I get away with it? My instinct is, no, I don't do that. And so it helps. This moral guidance sounds like witchcraft to me. Yes, it does. She turned me into a newt. Morals, I love mushrooms. Oh, they're great. They're wonderful. Does a mortgage count as debt? I don't counsel other people financially because I think you have to have a license to do that. I can just tell you, for me, I didn't like paying a mortgage. And I know that for tax purposes, it would have been more beneficial to keep the mortgage, but we chose not to. It looks like the judge is about to come out in court here in just a second, but we're going to go over to Judge Dad instead because he's already back.
Number's not in custody, right, Jay?
Correct.
Hang on, what's up?
Anybody force you to do that?
Not at all.
Jumping.
All right, I'm gonna accept the waiver. I find the waiver's been made voluntarily and understandingly.
Okay, that's all he was doing, just taking the plea. Anyway, that's the short of it. Walker, I'm a big fan of religion. I really am. I think it's done me a lot of good. But I think preaching it is better done by actions than by words.
Call the case. People versus Ethan Miller.
Ethan Miller?
That's called to the people.
I know this.
Assistant Public Defender Jay Ballinger on behalf of Mr. Miller, who approaches.
I don't know this guy.
Mr. Miller, can you please state your name for the record?
Ethan Miller.
You want to tuck your chain in real quick to your shirt?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, don't bling in front of the judge and then ask for a PR bond.
I have before me a plea form that indicates that the defendant is going to be pleading no contest to the charge of aggravated domestic violence, the 1-year offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, 1 and 2 would, and I should say that's an added count 3. The defendant agrees to complete accountable choices, anger management classes,
personal
mental health
recognizance
assessment, and follow all recommendations. There's 2 years of probation with no early discharge.
PR basically means
There's
you promise to
also
come
an
back.
agreement to a sentence. There's a sentencing agreement to sentencing under 7694A. That's the court's full understanding.
That is our correct understanding of the offer as well, Your Honor. Mr.
Fitting if it's done, that's my understanding is going on.
What's Mr.
Miller, is that your
Allen
correct understanding of the
hovering
offer?
for?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, may I have him sworn?
Right here. You solemnly sworn to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth shall be God.
Yes. Ethan Miller.
All right, sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead no contest to the charge of aggravated domestic violence. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration and $1,000 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. 2 things about it I have to make sure that you understand. You should first of all understand that it means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Based on our conversation? Do you understand that based on the conversation we had in the back?
You're supposed to say yes.
Not completely.
Uh-oh.
The charges.
Yeah. Yes, that is correct, Your Honor.
You also understand that the court is going to treat you the same as though you had, for the purposes of sentencing, the court's going to treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
That is correct, yes.
All right.
That's very correct.
You understand also, sir, that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge. You would be sentenced before Judge Freshour in the 14A3 District Court.
I understand.
All right. Basis for the no contest plea.
Fear of potential civil liability, Your Honor.
Is that correct?
Sir, to the charge of aggravated domestic violence, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
That is correct.
All right. You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Remember this form?
That is correct, yes.
All right. Do you have any question regarding any of those rights?
No, I do not, Your Honor.
All right. Look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
That is correct.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
That is correct.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you in any way?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily
That is correct.
and of your own free will.
Yes.
Court has been provided Michigan Department of State Police report for their case number 5992-26. Any objection to the court having reviewed them?
No, Your Honor.
No objection.
Upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis which the court could determine a defendant's guilt to this offense. Sir, I do have to advise you that if between the time I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, the court would no longer be bound by any sentence evaluation and recommendation, and you could not withdraw your plea. Understand?
That is correct.
All right. Counselor, are you aware of any other promises, threats, other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Have I complied with the
People are satisfied.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
court will accept the defendant's no contest plea to count 3. Counts 1 and 2 are dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A3 probation. Sentencing in this matter will be
September 24th at 1 a.m. or 1 p.m.
1 a.m.
September 24th, 2026.
You got the early schedule.
What time?
1 p.m.
1 p.m. That's before Judge Freshour.
Got to be in court at 1 a.m.
Yes, at 14A3. Is actually going to be 14A4,
Very good.
apparently.
So I cross that off.
Sure.
That's your address.
Okay.
All right. It's gonna be 14.
Bond will continue.
All right. Here you go. Okay. And you are all set.
Thank you.
Right.
Judge Dad looks concerned. I don't see anybody in his courtroom. Well, there's a couple people now. What's wrong, Judge? I think he's following YouTube and he's reading the comments. There's nothing on TV to watch in the chambers, and there's nothing in court to do right now. So here's some people.
You may want to sit down. What's it? You want to because it's closer.
Because you're just going to have to walk up front anyway. They move forward one bench. Attorney is present.
Are those ready, Jen?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Move up here over the judge's head.
It's two on top, our insurance issues.
Prosecutor. We have someone who's already wearing their jail shirt.
No, last one's good. Thank you so much.
You ready to call it, Judge? What are we waiting for? We have a prosecutor, a defense.
Also, I want to let you know I'll be talking after we're done. The person, Mr. Doyle.
It sounds like we have a hearing.
Good.
A proper hearing going on. The judge's gavel on his desk in the bottom right-hand corner, if you look right over here, looks 3D printed. It looks like this.
Speaker said she said you better call me see what she's done. Good.
Roberts, John Henry Roberts, 267-69216-7A and B.
Good morning again, Judge and staff. John Graziani, praying on behalf of John Henry Roberts, who's to my left. So you identify yourself, sir.
All right, so this is just an adjournment to August 25th.
That's correct, sir.
What time do you want to do this, Lisa?
8:30.
8:30.
Did you hear me, Judge?
I did not.
Okay, sorry. I'm breaking up. 8:30.
8:30. Okay, sir, so you can be back here at 8:30 on August the 25th. We'll give you a new notice down the hall. So you go down the hall, look at, sir, next Tuesday, go down the hall, they'll give you a paper notice. You're going to be back next Tuesday at 8:30, okay?
He brought all
Thank
his
you.
stuff.
Good luck.
He is confused.
Elizabeth Nicole Barta.
I don't think he knew he was getting the continuance.
268-717-515.
Elizabeth Nicole
on behalf of Elizabeth Barta.
Barta.
Motion to podium.
Oh, she runs up to the podium.
Hi, Mr. Barta. Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Cunningham, both P84s and tonight too.
Can we do it in 2 weeks? What do you mean?
Judge, here's the situation. I'm getting prepared for a trip, and as a result,
Okay.
couldn't do the job.
Fair enough. They want 3 weeks, Lisa. September the 8th at.
Judge, I'm still going to be out of the country at that time. I apologize.
It's all right. So we gonna do the 25th? I mean 15th?
The 15th at 1 o'clock.
Thank you so much.
This is gonna go to
Well-
Judge Husson though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll say, let me check the time on that one. I got to check it. Yes, that one will go to her. So they want to do what date? The 15th
Yeah.
at 9:00.
Thank you so much.
Okay, that's what we'll do. Thank you very much. Really nice to see you.
Thanks, Josh.
And you are married now. Congratulations. I'm glad to hear. I hope you're happy.
Yes.
Good to see you. Nice to have you here. Take care. Thank you. Michelle Payette. Michelle Marie Payette. 26I714214.
Morning again, Chuck and staff. John Broderick, on behalf of Michelle Payette, who's to my left. Please identify yourself.
Michelle Payette.
All right, so this can be a plea under 76948, a domestic, correct?
Well, that's correct.
Is that what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes.
If you plead guilty here, the possible penalties, oh, this is a no
Plead no
contest?
contest because of failure to have a proper recollection of the events of that evening. It was a very traumatizing experience for both.
What law was
her
this?
and her mom.
Okay, let me just see. I gotta grab the report.
What law passed? What 3D printer law passed? What did I miss? Am I breaking the law now by printing stuff?
There's some personal issues that exist that created additional trauma that night, Chuck.
Okay, that's fair. I just
print fidget
Can
toys.
you
like
do me a
this.
favor? There you go. If you plead no contest, ma'am, it has the same effect as a guilty plea. If you plead no contest, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 93 days jail. Costs are all those. I'll take it under that statute. I'll set terms and conditions. If you are compliant at the end of the specified period of time, the case will be dismissed. Do you understand that? And did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty or no contest, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a hearing or trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Lisa, I pulled out the papers there to get to the report, which was on the bottom. You can't get them right in, so I'm going to ask you to put those back when you get a moment. To the charge domestic violence, how do you plead?
No comment.
All right, counsel, you stipulate I can use the report for
Yes, you may.
factual basis. I've had it marked Peoples 1.
That's crazy. That's a crazy law. What if you design a part that's like a trade secret? Is that law going to stand up constitutionally?
Based upon my review of the report, I find there's a factual basis for the plea. Are you on probation or parole, ma'am?
No.
Anybody force you to plead no contest?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to accept your plea of no contest. I'm going to refer you for a pre-sentence report, and we'll do a sentencing, Lisa, whenever you think it's good. It'll have to be in the
September 1st at 1:00.
September 1st at 1 p.m. Okay, ma'am? That's so you're going to go down the hall, get your notice, you'll go over to probation, you'll be interviewed, and then you'll come back to sentencing, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Good luck. I don't know what this young lady's here on.
I need to get her name.
What's your name, ma'am?
Kimberly Bronson.
Oh, we already called that, didn't we?
Yeah, she is from Wayne County, so she just got here.
Yeah, we already called that and your lawyer waived your presence. I think we're having the exam on that. What day?
What was the last name again?
Bronson.
My
Oh,
lawyer waived
Bronson.
my
That is
presence.
next week at 10.
So you're going to be brought over next week at 10 here, okay, for an exam?
Was the bond lowered or anything by chance?
No.
All right.
Nice.
Good luck. We'll see you next week. Thank you.
Nice of my lawyer to handle that for me and
What's he here
tell
on?
me all about it.
Ticket, Your Honor. We're trying to find the ticket.
Well,
Can I see your registration?
Northwest, can you send me a link to that printer law if you have it? I'd love to read it. Let me maybe tear into it a little bit.
Good. Sorry, I have a seat on here.
What's he here on?
Can I
What's
get your name, sir?
Nicholas Doyle.
That's Mr. Graziani's.
He told me, and the officer was here, told me to go away outside of my lot and go to the long street. Yes, I stayed. Yeah, you met an attorney. Yeah, but attorney Jedi.
Oh, Stammer?
Whoever's handled those.
Yeah, he actually did those earlier. Did you talk to Stammer? Oh, I didn't see that, okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which, yeah. You can go down the hall and they'll tell you what happened on those. We didn't know you were here.
We did it anyway.
All right, so.
You just talking to them.
John, can you tell Mr. Graziani that he has one on Zoom here? Mr. Doyle. Doyle.
Doyle, okay.
Yep, Nicholas Doyle.
All right, we'll do.
That's crazy. It's getting messy in Judge McNally's
Unit
courtroom.
that the victim's apartment, the street that the victim's apartment is on, is that correct?
Ooh, witness on the stand.
And 515, where you located the boots was towards the other street that runs.
Dang.
All right, sorry, I apologize. So, in which direction, if you can, cardinal direction, did you find the boots located?
North, south, east, west.
Okay. And do you know which
that a baby cup?
direction Kingsley runs, north, south, east, west? Okay.
It's a quiet.
I'm going to show you what's been previously marked as People's Exhibit 1 and previously shown to defense counsel. May I approach?
Yes, you may.
Officer, do you recognize People's 1?
Yes.
And what do you recognize it to be? Okay.
It's a picture.
And does that picture fair and accurately
testimony.
depict the boots as you found them? Did you have any contact with Warren Abbott in this case? Okay.
The case of the lost boots. What
So in terms of your involvement, it was just making contact with the victim and the scene canvas and the recovery of these boots? Okay. People move to enter Exhibit 1 at this time.
Objection or order. Exhibit 1 is admitted.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Officer Raymond, how are you today? I'm well, thank you. Okay, so just to clear up a couple things that I'm confused about. Where did you find these boots?
There's a apartment complex directly to the south of the victim's residence, and the boots were located just on the east side of that complex.
Okay.
Of the building.
How far away is that from the complaining witness's location? Okay. And did you do anything further after finding those boots in an attempt to determine who they belong to?
Check the area, but there wasn't really anything more for us to do other than the boots, the apartment complex.
Okay, but I mean, I'm assuming you continue to work other shifts, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever go back to the apartment complex where the boots were found to interview anybody as to whether or not they were theirs? Do you know if anybody ever did that?
Whose boots be this?
Okay. Did you do any testing of those boots to determine whether or not there was any sort of identifying information
odor?
on the boots that belonged to Mr. Abbott?
Do you sniff the boots and then sniff people's feet to find the match?
Okay.
No.
So we sit here right now, it's fair to say you have no idea who those boots belong to. Okay. I have nothing further. Thank you, Judge.
No redirect. Your
We're going
Honor.
to Tupac.
Call my
It
next
starts in
witness.
half an hour. So we're going to be
Call
going to
your
Tupac
next
as soon as we go live. there.
Sergeant Alexander Leathers.
We'll be portaling over to that feed. We've got a separate thumbnail that'll go live as soon as that court goes live. We're going to wrap this up in just a couple minutes and get over there.
Sir, please come forward to be sworn.
Take a seat, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Whatever, see. State spell your first and last name for the record.
First name Alexander, last name Leathers, Leathers.
Sergeant, what is your occupation?
I'm guessing he's a sergeant.
Ann Arbor Police Department.
How long have you been a law enforcement officer? And were you working in that capacity back in the, I guess, early morning hours of May 10th of this year? And did you have reason to respond to an incident occurring at 502 East Kingsley?
Yes.
How did that information come to you and what caused you to respond?
It was a dispatch call, so it came through Metro Dispatch. I was in my patrol vehicle at the time. I was not on anything, so when I heard the call from through dispatch, I just self-dispatched myself. I was in the area, so within a mile away.
Okay. And what time was this, if you recall?
This call was at 4:40 in the morning. I had showed up in the area and put myself on scene about 4:41.
When you say put yourself on scene, what did you do?
I got on the radio, let them know that I was in the area and that I'd be VOLing.
Okay. Did you position yourself somewhere in the area?
Yeah, so I stationed myself at North Division and Catherine Street. From what I remember, based off the information, the suspect had already left the area where it happened on Kingsley, and it was unknown which direction he went. So with the hopes that essentially I was a few blocks away, I just thought I'd stop there in case I saw anybody coming out.
Okay. And is there a building at that location, Catherine and North Division? Okay. And just to get a road layout, North Division runs north-south, is that correct?
At that, so one way, just going north.
Okay. That's right. And then Kingsley, where in relation is Kingsley, 502 Kingsley to where you positioned yourself outside the church?
Approximately a block and a half to 2 blocks north.
Okay. And Kingsley, does that run north, south, east, west? Okay. So it's perpendicular to Division Street. And is there a street between Catherine and Kingsley, if you know?
Top of my head, I'd have to look up.
Okay, no worries. Did you see anyone out at this time at 4:40 in the morning? Okay. As you stationed yourself at the church, did you encounter anyone at that location?
So, as I said, I did not encounter anyone at the church until I noticed a subject walk out from that area. Then, yes, I had made contact with someone on the road.
Specifically, when you say walk out of the area,
All right,
what
we have to
area are
wrap
you
this one up.
referring
We're going to jump down to Las Vegas now. We're going to feed out of there.
Just popped out of the St. Andrews area.
So we will be
on the south
portaling.
end of the building on Catherine.
We're going to portal over there. Sorry, we have to get rid of that and go here. We're going to be portaling down to Las Vegas, where things are going to be kicking off. So let's go ahead and say goodbye to our court hopping this morning, just saying hello. And we're going to say hello to Dwayne Davis and the crew. As we pick up where we left off yesterday, we'll go over and recap some of the testimony we heard yesterday, some new things, new to me anyway. That's how this all went down. And we'll be back live shortly with day 2 of the Dwayne Davis trial. There's a portal set up. It will already automatically move you over to there. All you have to do is grab somebody's hands, stare into the light. He'll be sucked in. He'll be sucked in to land on the other page. Tonight, when you go home, please hug the people you love. Smile at someone, make their day just a little bit better. And please stay safe till we go live again in mere moments with day 2 of the Dwayne Davis trial. Let's see. Call it day 2. All right, now we're ready. All right, we'll see you on the other side. That got loud fast.